Hello, hello, and good morning, everyone, and welcome to my channel, O.G.Starswar. And today is a nice morning, Thursday morning for me, and I know Stig is evening time. So we're representing two time periods in the day. So how are you doing, Stig?
I'm doing quite okay. It's 6 p.m. in Norway, so I'm 9 hours ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And it's raining. It's raining on lots of snow, which means we're going to have ice.
Oh, fun times.
So in my case, it is a shit evening.
Oh, no. That's not good.
Other than that, I'm quite fine.
Yeah. So does that make it even more cold since I guess what your apartment or your living quarters is below ground in a way, huh?
No, but
Okay.
what happens is if it rains during the day and
Mm-hmm.
the sun sets, which is early,
Mm-hmm.
normally it sets at around 5.
Okay.
It gets colder and all the rain and shit will freeze.
Mm.
And the wet snow will freeze, and then
Yeah.
Yeah,
Making for slippery situations.
very slippery.
Very, very slippery. All right. So we have people trickling in this morning, and thank you guys for joining us. And as usual, what are you?
You should have said people slipping in.
People slipping in. People slipping in and out, since we're talking about ice anyways, eh? Good morning, everybody. And what are you enjoying? What is in your mug? I am drinking Folgers. I made a fresh pot of coffee. I do have Folgers, and I also have coffee from Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. It's another coffee company that is nearby. So they have good coffee, but right now I'm sticking to the classic Folgers coffee right now. So, and what are you enjoying, Stig?
Well, I was at the store earlier, and they were getting rid of Christmas leftovers, basically. So I bought Christmas soda cans.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Christmas soda cans. So what flavors?
Strawberry soda.
Oh, okay. Is that your favorite?
No, not at all.
No, not at all. Okay. It just was there, so you got it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. My favorite soda when I drank sodas was Pepsi. Well, that was a long time ago. Let me see. That's like 17 years ago since I drank a soda.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't like it to care for them anymore. So, I mean, but hey, enjoy it. That's, drink what you like, do what you like as long as it's not hurting you, or whatever. But yeah. So my thing now is coffee, tea. If it's iced tea, I don't drink it with sweetener. So that's very different for me are unusual because everybody loves very, very sweetened iced tea. I like mine plain. And then if I do have hot tea, it's with honey.
Which is weird given that you put like cabbage, chicken, Snickers bars, a lump of sugar and all that in your coffee.
Quit being dramatic, Stig. I do not put all that crap in there.
Not all of it at once, maybe?
No, I don't put cabbage in my coffee. I don't put chicken in my coffee. You're just thinking about Wedge and his chicken girlfriend.
I had chicken the other day.
Yeah.
Like a chicken meal, mind you.
Okay.
I didn't do what Wedge did to it, no.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for, leaving out the details of your meal, of your eating your chicken.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. Hello, Jedi Luke. I come in and hear, I don't put chicken in my coffee. What is this? He loves teasing me and Miss Martin Muses because we do creamers that are flavored, Irish cream or mocha or whatever in our coffees. And so he is being dramatic. Mr. Viking is being
Well, it
dramatic.
wasn't that long ago. I bet you can even put a Snickers bar in a coffee. And I think it was you or Teresa that said you could actually do that. There's a
We
Snickers
said
one.
we said there is a specially drink that's made to taste like a Snicker bar.
Now that's I rest my case.
And it's not actually a Snicker bar in it.
It's the same thing. It might as well be.
No, it's not. All right. Max Powers, thank you for joining us. And let me see. Give us colas only on special days. Love Coke. I have family that loves Coke as well. Coca-Cola. Mr. Dystopian, hey, how are you doing? And let's see here. Trader Joe's Dark Roast. Nice. Awesome. So those who are coming in, please like and share and let everybody know that we are live here and we are going over the next two comics in line, which is No Man's Land and also Striking from the Shadows. So there's 62 and 63 of the Republic. So if you have them, go ahead and pull them out and you can follow along as we talk about it. So there we go.
Also, even though one of the stories is called No Man's Land, it doesn't have gnomes in it.
Goodness gracious. Let's see here. Oh, and then we have Miss Martin Muses. How are you doing, lovely? Just talk about you, and here you go. You pop in and join us. We were having a deep conversation about flavored coffees again.
Well, it says coffee chat on the title.
Yes.
I did nothing wrong.
No, you didn't do nothing wrong, but I have to laugh at your your ideology of what flavored coffees are.
Coffee should be coffee, just coffee in a cup.
Just coffee in the cup. So no sugar, no cream.
Nothing. Just
Nothing.
coffee. That's the way it was intended to be.
Uh-huh. So is that how you would drink your coffee then?
Yeah.
Yeah, just pure black.
Yep.
He likes his coffees black.
Without a Mars bar in it.
Without a Mars bar in there? I never heard of that
Without
one.
turkey in it. Without
Never heard
potatoes.
about the turkey either. You're being dramatic.
Without tomato soup.
Ew, who would do that?
You and Teresa, probably.
No, you're making crap up now because you're being dramatic about it. Okay, Latino slat, Stig coffeeist.
Traditionalist.
Keg 44, howdy, how are you doing? Yeah, so my favorite, so I love cappuccinos, and so I like my cappuccino with the shot of espresso and just with steamed milk. So I don't really like, or not steamed milk, foamed milk. I don't like too much milk in mine other than the foam and the espresso shots and maybe one pump of vanilla to sweeten it a little tiny bit, just to give it a sweet note with the strength of the espresso. So that's another interesting fact about me, is that I also like espresso drinks as well.
Lord Vader is asking me, what is the best X-Wing game? Easy.
Oh, okay.
It's a game called X-Wing. First one is the best, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Completely subjective, of course, but I have a lot of fond memories of that one, and it was amazing when it came out because it was, holy shit, I get to sit inside an X-Wing, right?
Yeah.
And I did so. I played it while wearing a bicycle helmet.
Yeah. That is such a wonderful story. I love your story about how you created realism for yourself.
It wasn't my proudest moment.
I still enjoy it. I'm pretty sure it's not your mom's proudest moment either.
Well, the thing is, though, before that, my mom had no problems with me playing video games. After that, she does not approve
Yeah.
to this day, and that was when it happened, I think.
Oh, wow. And she's like, no more games for Stieg. Oh, my goodness. You know, kids will be kids. We all did crazy crap that probably stunned our parents at one time or another. As kids, you can get away with some crazy stuff, but then when you get adults and become adults and you do crazy stuff, then people think you're nuts or
Yeah, the
stupid
police show
or
up.
depending on the situation. Huh?
Yeah, the police show up and all kinds of stuff when you're an adult.
Exactly. Exactly. So look at this beautiful cover right here. Do you
Yeah.
guys in the chat recognize those lightsabers? You know, this is also on my thumbnail cover as well. So there are classic lightsabers that we all should know who they belong to. So, hey, Kupi Malik, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Hello. O.G.Starswar question. Are you true Native American? Forgive me for asking, just curious. Yes, I am. I am Sicangu Lakota from the Rosebud Sioux tribe in South Dakota on my father's side. And then on my mother's, I am Apache and Southern Ute. And I also have Filipino blood as well, with a little bit of French mixed in there. So that's who I am. Yes, and I'm actually enrolled or a citizen of the Rosebud Sioux tribe. So that's who I am. And then
yes or no?
huh?
I said a yes or no would do.
Oh, well, there we go. Sure, just like shoot me down from just being proud of who I am and sharing. See, look at him.
Hey.
He's just like after me today. He's like, your coffee sucks, and you know, just a no would have been good. Shut the hell up.
I've had soda. I have sugar in me. That's how I get.
He gets sassy, and he's probably wired on all that sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Also, if you look at the cover,
Uh-huh.
that guy with the knife, he's fucked.
You think
knife, a regular knife versus two lightsabers? Yeah, he's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not going to end well for him.
Yeah, it's not gonna cut it.
It's not. Yeah, it's not going to cut it whatsoever. His arm, he might lose an arm or something, but at the least. So
he's gonna lose his edge.
Correct. Correct.
He's not as sharp as the other two. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
I think I like you on this you're on a sweeter note for you. Even though you're not acting sweet. All right, Jedi Bunny, Anakin and Obi-Wan sabers, correct. And thank you for coming in, darling. All you guys are popping in, and I'm so happy that you guys are here. Nazo, hello. How are you doing? Let's see here. I have French and Filipino too. Awesome. Oh, look at we have a Filipino here too. I am Ilocano. So that's the lineage. I guess you're the nationality or whatever ethnicity of Filipino. I am Ilocano. OG, did you get around to play KOTOR? No, I have not. It's dual dagger. It's dual dagger.
Yep.
There we go. All right. So yes, that's Anakin and Obi-Wan's hands and sabers right there. Very iconic. This is a great piece of art and cover for the beginning of this comic right here. And again, this is No Man's Land. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. So those in the chat, feel free to ask questions or, comment along as we discuss this as well. And I will get to your guys' chat, or Stig will, if there's any questions. Yeah. And he is on a very sweet note.
Do you know what they eat in No Man's Land?
What is that?
No-made meals.
No-made meals. Oh my God. Okay, so Koopy basically says, unless it's a big knife made of pure Beskar, he might have a little bit of resistance, but I do agree he will probably lose some body parts. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it's going to go for him. And he still looks very confident in his abilities, even though he doesn't know what he's up against. So let's get into this. All right, so we have Anakin right here. If you guys have been following along, he's gone through a lot of crap. And this shows exactly, basically, his name is being called out, he's remembering Qui-Gon, and, the Tuskens and Asherad Het, a lot of stuff. And that's, his mind is in turmoil because they think they lost Obi-Wan, but, he knows deep down that Obi-Wan survived and he needs to find his master. You have anything you want to say with this one, Stig? Hello? Hello? Did I lose you? All right. Well, we'll go on. All right. Let's see here. And so here we go. So he's basically sleeping, and so he was dreaming. And Mundi, then he gets up and starts his natural ability is when he's has a lot going on, fixing things calms him down. And we learned that in the past as well with him and Ayla Secura. And so he's working on the ship right here, and Mundi comes out and talks with him, saying, are you de-stressing and all that. And so here we go. Stig, are you there? Oh, hello, we have two Stigs here. What happened? Uh-oh. Hello? Hey, you guys.
Hello?
I think there you go. What happened?
The internet fell out. It just StreamYards just started loading, and the comic thing went away too.
Oh, dang. And I'm like, oh, do you have something to say about the scene? And it's like silence. And I'm like, wait a minute. And then I was like, maybe I froze, but then everything's happening on my end. And then we were seeing two of you.
So it was your fault.
No, I was fine. I don't have control of your internet.
Oh.
Silence is golden.
Yeah, so you had Obi-Wan and Obi-2?
Yes. Obi-Wan and Obi-2. We had both of you guys in here at one time. And then I missed the rest of Jabim and the Het plot. But yeah, Anakin's instincts was right on the money. And then Stig to ground control. Stig to ground control. Are you there? Yep. People say, I have the high ground. Let's see here. And then Stig is cloning himself to start the Clone Wars with the Swedes.
Yeah, no. That would mean I would have to go to Sweden.
And you're like, and this ain't happening. My goodness. Well, I am glad. So I'll just catch you up a little bit. We did begin the beginning of the comic where Anakin is basically dreaming, or he's remembering, and of course we have all these little multiple scenes that's been going on, with his worries and what happened to him in the past and all that. And of course the dream, he wakes up, starts fixing.
Well, it's the same kind of nightmare he had in episode 2 when he was dreaming about his mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And then, of course, as we've seen, and I told him, as we've seen with him and Ayla Secura,
who is
whenever he is dreaming and having a stressful dream, huh? What happened? Hello?
What? I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you said something. Okay. Well, anyways, so like whenever
I think you're having you're lagging big time.
Oh no. Okay.
And
All
there's
right.
an echo.
So there's an echo. Echo, echo. I might have to jump out and come back in. I'm going to private message you right now. I'm going to change the page and you could talk to them about that. So
Okay, I'll talk to the chat. Okay, chat, ask me questions. Oh, I have total control. Woohoo. Okay, taking questions from the chat until the lady returns. Fire away. Why don't you like Swedes? Well, it goes back to World War II. The Swedes were neutral, or so they claimed, but they let the Nazi armies through Sweden and into Norway, and basically let us get invaded through the back door. And a lot of people try to escape, including Jewish people. They were stopped at the Swedish border and sent back to the Germans, who then sent them to concentration camps and the like. After the war, when the Nazis lost, the Swedes tried to do that. No, with thought it was they were just in through borders, so they chicken out. And now they've turned into SJW Central, which makes it even more ironic. So that's why I don't like it.
all right. Testing, testing. Am I okay now?
Yeah.
All right. My Dropbox was trying to update, so that may have been what was going on. So it was trying to take,
That happened. That happened once. That happened once before too.
Yeah. So I went and looked in, and it was trying to update. So hopefully I turned it off. I exited and turned it off, and hopefully that is all that's going to happen. And I made sure other sources aren't being used. I do have family home. We are quarantined right now. One of them is sick with the C19, the beer bug. So, and I'm okay as of now. So I'm trying to keep myself healthy here. So we have everybody's home and school's still going on with my teenager. So we're sharing internet right now as well. So anything that's running, I need to turn off. That's not being used. So I apologize. Yeah, so I'd seen that Stig was giving you guys some history. So that's pretty cool. I don't know. I came in at the last of it. So let's see here. All right. Yeah, not many like being invaded from behind without consent. Oh, goodness. Let's see here. And what does that say? Thought she was OG now? Okay. All right. So let's get back into this comic here, and just let me know, Stig, if I start, skipping or echoing or whatever, so I can try to resolve more issues, any other issues. Again, I apologize, everyone, but let's get back to the comics here. So go ahead and talk about this one up on the screen right here, Stig. Oh, Lord, I think I'm messing up. Oh, and he goes. And now it's just me. Hello, everyone. All right, so we'll go ahead and have him jump back in. Hopefully you guys can hear me. There we go. All right, so let's talk about this one here. And as soon as he comes back in, I will put him back on the panel here. So basically, he's talking with Mundi here, and they're talking about Obi-Wan. And Obi-Wan, Anakin senses that did not feel him die in the Force. So so he has hope. And then so they further discuss it, and let's see here. Yeah, so basically he's being told that, maybe his feelings are misleading about it and all this other good stuff. So which I think is a very good story with Anakin and understanding how Jedi feel each other and each other's deaths. Hey there.
Hi, fell out again.
I know, we are just having a time today. That's fun. Oh, goodness. Oh, my God. This is fun. So they can hear me now, but I was just discussing this little conversation with him and Moondean about how, Anakin didn't sense Obi-Wan die, even though they didn't find the body, and the other Jedi and everyone else thought Obi-Wan died, and how Moondean is saying that, his feelings or Anakin's feelings are deceiving him kind of deal.
Yeah, well, he's wrong because we saw Kenobi fight Ventress last week.
Yeah.
So Ki-Adi-Mundi is full of shit.
Yes, he is. I just love your bluntness. You're like, he's full of shit. I just love it. All right. So your internet has been sabotaged by the Yuuzhan Vong. Yes. Yes, it has. All right. So let's move on here. This is going to be a very interesting day. So we'll get through it. And then, so we have, was it Alpha and Obi-Wan escaping and being chased by Ventress?
Yeah, it pretty much picks up where they left off.
Yeah, it does. And we have the little, sound effects here, ba-doo, and chomp or whatever. And again, reminds me of Miss Martin Muses and her wonderful, wonderful little sound effects that she has done for us. And so they're making it to a planet trying to escape. Are they escaping from that planet? Or are they going to that planet that's there?
They're heading towards another planet.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And of course, they, have the fight going on, and as they escape, a little bit of tension going on here. So the nearest planet they're going to is Riflor. So it's a barely habitable. I can't even talk.
Habitable.
There we go. Thank you. I'm gonna drink some water. Volcanic type planet, and so and that's where they're headed to. And then here we go. So go ahead and take the lead on this, Steek.
Yeah, this is a different battle. You have the other Jedi attacking a separatist ship. Keep in mind, though, it's been over a month since I read this, so my memory is a bit fuzzy.
Yeah. And this is near the planet Varonauts. And so they're having conflict right now with the separatists, and we have Mundi, we have what's her name again?
Adi Gallia.
There we go. And then Plo Koon, and of course Anakin. And he basically senses Obi-Wan.
Yeah, and he almost crashes because he's distracted.
Yes. I was like, whoa, watch out, kid. And then, of course, you see his eyes here, he's very stunned, and did he get hit right here?
Yeah, he sees Kenobi and Alpha crashing.
Yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah. So he sees them crashing or whatever, and he's like, Master Obi-Wan and stuff, and he's being told to snap out of, what, his thoughts and stuff. And but he's like excited. He wants to get to his master.
Yeah.
So anything else right now doesn't matter anymore for him. And he's told, no or whatever, poodoo, that's one of their cuss words, which is fun.
Yeah, I think it means shit.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, just be blunt. It means shit. But yeah, so, he wants to get to his master. So let's go ahead and move forward here. And I just love the color schemes here with the explosions and all that. Very bright, very vivid to me. That's just the artist in me just geeking out on this, with all the contrasts and stuff of colors. And
Anakin barely makes it out alive, much like Lando in episode 6.
Yeah.
at the Death Star.
Yes. Like reminiscence of that. That's friggin' amazing. Yeah. And so, Master, the pirate craft is going to get to a safe dest. And of course, he's barely getting away, like Stieg said. And then he is excited here. And I was when I was talking to Stig about this last night, when we had a little our little chat together, he's like excited because he realizes that his master Obi-Wan is alive, but Mundi thinks he's like celebrating the death of these people, and he's like, telling them, Anakin, that was reckless, extremely reckless, and a Jedi does not exult at the death of so many. And he's like, no, it's not basically that my Obi-Wan is alive, and we must, he needs help. You must have felt it, and again, they haven't felt his death nor confirmed it other than knowing his body's missing. And so it leads us further to Obi-Wan, basically, this does. So you have anything you want to add to this one, Stig?
No, you nailed it. I like that picture of Galia, though. That's excellent artwork.
Yeah, it is. I mean, look at her face. She's like concentrating and stuff.
Yeah, women should concentrate when they drive.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Just as mentioned. Because look what happens when Anakin almost wrecks.
No, he blew up the ship.
I know. And so here we go. So he's like, let's get out of here. Let's go save. So they go into the what is this? This is a these are Jedi starfighters, basically, with the little hyperdrive ring.
Yeah, it's a portable hyperdrive, basically.
Yeah.
Hyperdrive DLC.
Yes, exactly. Kind of funny how, hyperdrive and hyperspace works in the original lore compared to the new lore.
Yeah, where it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. Where something can be exploded in hyperspace, and then it just like leaves out of hyperspace, and whatever's in the way gets destroyed, which, this is our conversation on Twitter a little bit that I've been watching. And if anything happens in hyperspace, if that, like a wreck or anything like that, or the ship loses power, you still stay inside hyperspace, especially if the hyperdrive goes out, because you need that hyperdrive to go in and out of hyperspace.
Yeah, which is why the High Republic is beyond retarded, because pieces of an exploded ship is being thrown out of hyperspace at planets and stuff. That wouldn't work, because each individual piece of debris would have had to have its own hyperdrive.
Yeah, exactly. So here, Anakin has a vision, or basically seen his master crashing down, and basically it's on a planet that has 3 suns, and so he narrows it down and uses his Jedi instinct to find him, which I find very, very interesting here. So
yeah, a little bit OP, but
yeah. And how so?
Because that's one hell of a long range force tracking thing.
Yeah. I mean, but he didn't die from it.
No, imagine that.
What was it I just mentioned like not too long ago about sensing someone further away in the galaxy and them not dying? And it's another incident in original lore. And I find it interesting, like, using like force projection like Luke did to get onto Anakin Solo to fight Darth Caedus, and realizing that his son Ben is being hostage and tortured there. And so he force projects himself, or he uses force illusion to get on there and stuff, and hides in the force to only where Ben knows he's hiding, and only can sense him and stuff. And he doesn't die from that. Just imagine that. Using the force and not dying from it.
Yeah, because you can't overdose on the force. It's in you already. It's just, you just guide it.
Exactly.
It's not like you drink it.
Exactly. So they're on Rifflor. So we have Obi-Wan and Alpha, and they're on Rifflor, still battling for their lives here. And So Riffler, one of the broken cities constantly shattered by the shifting tectonic plates and constantly rebuilt by the native Advosek. I think I said that right. And something of a war zone. Now something of a war zone. So basically we got a brief description of the planet and the natives there and how it's right now still evolving and it still has a lot of plate tectonic stuff going on. And so they're on there and it looks like they're fighting the natives, or is that still a Ventress's minions?
No, they look to be natives because everyone's bald.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but Asajj is bald too, but hey. So yeah, so go ahead and
no, it's it's the natives, and they pretty much get captured, I guess.
Yeah.
By bald bodybuilders.
There you go.
Bodybuilders.
Yeah, they have like little like horned or almost cone type appendage or things on their head, you know, right there. Yeah. So yeah, so there's so let's go ahead and move on because I have nothing else to say. All right.
Oh,
and
that gun Alpha was using is called a heavy repeater. It's basically the minigun of Star Wars.
Oh, okay. There you go, you guys. You learn some new stuff every time you come on here if you didn't know that.
Yeah, they have their semi and fully automatic. You can switch between the two.
Okay.
Basically, you could just hold in the trigger.
There we go, and just go for it.
Yep, proper Terminator style.
Yeah. So they realize here they're fighting, and I guess they do have, I guess some of them were Asajj's or some other people or species come in because Alpha's realizing we have friends here. It would be nice, but somehow I doubt it. Basically, that's Obi-Wan's thing, and then it's bounty hunters as well. So again, these guys can't get a break. You know, can't get a break whatsoever. And you see all the dead bodies right here that, you know, that happened from their fight. And Alpha has his hands behind his head. And basically a kind of a surrender.
Yeah, the bounty hunters killed the locals.
Yeah. But lo and behold, look at Alpha. Because he's programmed to like still like at all costs or whatever to, you know, protect, fight, you know, and basically stay on mission, I guess is a better way. And you know, Obi-Wan is his commander, his general. So
and he's still wearing tights.
He's still wearing tights. Yes, look at him. He's got a vest on and he's wearing tights. He's very muscular, you know, and all that. So let's go ahead and move on. And then here we go. So Anakin finally hyper, you know, drives or whatever to the location. You know, he's very excited to get to his master. So we have this
him and Kiari Mundi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. True.
And Anakin doesn't listen. He just rushes ahead because he's rash.
He's very rash, and that's why I like these comics with Anakin's story arc between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, because he still has that he doesn't listen still. He acts rationally. He doesn't you know, he thinks it's all for the better good. And so which, you know, the Jedi Council and stuff doesn't favor at all. So, and it stays true to his arc because he's still learning. He's still Padawan here. If you haven't noticed, he still has his Padawan braid. So let me see here. And again, these guys are still battling up against the bounty hunters and everyone on the planet there. You know, staying, you know, protecting each other and what have you. Do you want to say anything with this scene right here? It's very short. explanation.
And no, they're just trying to get away a bit from the bounty hunters, and
Yeah. All right, let's move on. All right. And then we get Anakin, master, so he's really excited. He finds his master. He trusted his instincts, which, you know, I think that's great because when you see a bond between a master and apprentice or whatever, there's that bond. It's not no dyad crap. Once you establish a relationship with your master or someone else in the Force, you have a deeper connection, and we also see that with other Jedi and their masters and stuff. They learn to sense each other in the Force, and all of that. So,
here, middle picture.
Yeah,
Kenobi says, "Can you make your own way to high ground?"
There you go. And he says, "Not a problem. Tell the kid it was nicely timed." So there you go. Always thinking of the high ground, Mr. Obi-Wan Kenobi does.
Yeah.
And then, so we have here, he's excited. Obi-Wan Master. And he's basically telling him, focus, Anakin, keep your mind on where we are. So again, referring back to, him, always being scattered in his mind and not being mindful of what's going on around him at times. So let's move on. And then again, here we are. So you want to talk about this, or you want me to take lead?
No, they just massacre the whole damn bounty hunters. And then let's hug Anakin. And Anakin goes, "Yes, master."
I just love that. Let's hug. Yes, master.
Yeah. And stroke my braid like you did on Naboo.
Oh my God. Did you have to go there? Mm-hmm. Stroke my braid. Let's go back where it was peaceful. No politics.
Yeah.
Just you and I on Naboo. Okay, let's move on. And then, so basically they're having conversation, you look trouble. You look terrible. Basically, he's telling Obi-Wan, like, really, he was tortured, all that. Yeah, he's gonna still look terrible. So, and he's like, and I love Obi-Wan's little humor here. How kind of you to say so. Truth is, I feel mildly terrible. I've not had a pleasant time. And, so they're having the reunion. They're just making conversation. And then they head back to this station here. What station is that? I didn't write it down. I don't think it said.
Isn't it a ship?
Is it a ship? It's not a station. It's a ship.
Yeah, I think it's one of the. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably a ship. We're probably seeing from the back end of it. So, and then last, Alpha goes and says, "I've come to say goodbye."
Yeah, so, he's got his armor back. He's an ARC trooper.
Mm-hmm. And he's reassigned to Camino, where he is going to train a new batch of clone commanders.
Yeah.
So he leaves to do what he needs to do, and when it comes to the clones and the Jedi, like with Obi-Wan and stuff, they did create relationships. I know there's stories of, like, are people not liking how the Jedi treated or used the clones? And when you get deeper into the stories, you realize that, they still realize that they're sentient beings and stuff like that. And there's relationships between the two, or, them. And so it's very interesting, very interesting. So let's see here. And then, then Obi-Wan asks, Anakin, tell me what you learned during my absence. And then he basically tells Obi-Wan, never to let you out of my sight, master. And that goes back to, him experiencing tons of loss, like his mother and all of that. So, it just deepens his story right there.
And Kenobi found out that Ventress is a pervert.
Yeah. So let's see here. All right. And then, so we get into the next comment, and let me go ahead and look at the chat. Let's see here. All right, to get out of hyperspace, one needs a space Ritalin.
Space Ritalin.
Space Ritalin. I don't know if I get that. Do you get that?
It's ADHD medicine.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think he's having a go at the story group.
Oh. There we go. Okay. All right. So Kitty Bear, so toxic fighting people just because they are bald. Let's see here. I can hyperdrive to all I need is a lot of sugar so I become hyper. Well, Stig is kind of like in hyperdrive mode with all his sugar right now. Let's see here. Cavatino Che, manly man wearing tights. Yeah, there was a bulge and everything there too.
Yeah, it was the Battle of the Bulge in Star Wars.
The Battle of the Bulge. Yeah, all right.
Went in full ramming speed.
Oh Lord. And there we go. We turned Star Wars into X-rated. Okay. Megatron is inevitable. Hey there. Hello and welcome. Those who are joining in, what is in your mug? What beverage are you enjoying as we go through these comics? Mr. Dystopian, they never really explain what a dyad meant.
Oh, Disney? No, they never really did. I don't even think they know completely what it is.
Mm-hmm. Other than you need to be in a dyad in order to heal and do other things, which is so freaking stupid.
It's just another way of the story group trying to tell people that Rey and Kylo were soulmates.
Yeah, or something like that, which kind of cringe. All right, Cavantino Chase. So much foreshadowing, timing, and high ground. Correct. And then Megatron, it's the butt. This art, I've been liking these comic art, the art in these comics and stuff, because there's so much attention to detail, like with the female and male figures. I'll show you later on, Stig, but in one of the comics it has Leia in the Bacta tank, and of course they like wear a little bit of white covering over their their private parts, their breasts, and and all that. And there's something revealing in that scene, so I'll share that with you later. I was like, whoa.
Oh, thank you. I can't wait.
You'll be like, what the heck? All right, Nazaro. Alpha Train Cody. And then, haha, Stig. Let's see here. Are you all talking about the High Republic's hyperspace screw up I tweeted about?
We've mentioned it. Maybe we'll talk about it after this comic.
Yeah. So it was a mention, but man, it's terrible. Let's see. Nazo Kenobi almost got kinky with Ventress.
Yeah, he left just when it was getting interesting. What a stupid guy.
Sticks like, I'm very disappointed in you, Mr. Kenobi.
Yeah,
I'm very
gone.
You.
I'll tell you everything you want to know if you undress a bit.
Let's see here. Iced tea here. Awesome. Enjoy your iced tea. Nothing in my mug because I don't owe a mug or own a mug. There you go. Let's see here. Attack of the Bulge. There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm naming that battle.
Attack of the Bulge. All right. Attack of the Bulge. Let's see here.
You could combine it with Attack of the Clones, but it would be Attack of the Bones.
Attack of the Bones, huh?
Yeah, just mix it up. Because he was a clone.
Yeah. And he has a bulge.
You know what? Since they're clones, all of them have the same sized penis. Have you ever thought about that?
No, not until now, Stig. Thank you. Just imagine if there were female clones.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have...
They would have different bulges.
Yeah.
Just imagine that.
Yeah,
That's
I
twice the
will.
bulge. That's twice the bulge.
I can imagine quite a bit.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. All right. So Megatron drinking a pint of red energon. It's basically Red
Energon.
Bull, but for robots.
You need to watch Transformers, Laura. The old
I
Transformers.
I grew up watching them, but it's been such a long time that it's like I have to revisit it to remember some details and stuff. I kind of sharing my age. I grew up watching them Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah.
I, I did too, but I was younger.
Uh, not by much. All right, Matt G. Glad I tuned in at this exact moment. Yes, never a dull moment with Mr. Steeg. Talking about clones and their bulges, whether they'd be female or male, and there you go. There you go. Speaking of bulges and stuff, we're going to get into the female bulges here pretty soon in this part of the comics with one of our favorite characters. Well, maybe probably Stig's one of his favorite female characters. So,
Maybe. I'm not sure, but I think she's a good character, though.
mm-hmm. Oh my God, our camel toe. Oh my God. That's not, it doesn't feel good, nor is it very sightly. All right. What happened to all the Alphas troopers later? They just get erased from Clone Wars?
I don't know.
So I know that they transitioned from having clones to where, clones go off into the universe. Some of them go back to Mandalore.
A lot of them got killed, too.
Yeah.
They got killed Order 66 style almost.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Those who escaped or left beforehand, hid in the galaxy. Some did go back as Mandalorians as well. So let's see. And then when you get like into Legacy of the Force, you kind of learn a little bit more about that as well. All right, Kevin Tino Che. Oh, and because Karen Travis does write a few novels in that series. Very good. And I've been posting clips from that novel on Twitter. So, I'm going to do that throughout the day. And then I'm going to move on to Visions of the Future to remind you guys that we do have a literature review coming up in a few weeks. So we're pinning down the time. So I'll announce that here pretty soon. Are there some circumcised and uncircumcised clones? I don't know if that's a thing in Star Wars. I have no idea. No idea. All right. If a woman sleeps with multiple clones, is that cheating? Or is she really sleeping?
Excellent question.
Yeah, what do you think, Stig? That is a very excellent question.
No, I think women should get to shag as many clones as they wish.
All right. You're like,
it's cheating if they're married to someone who isn't a clone, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But if she's one of the clones is her boyfriend, then she is allowed to shag the whole platoon.
Because they're basically all the same?
Yep.
So that means all of them are her boyfriend then?
Yeah.
Very interesting concept there. Well, you'll learn when you read Visions of the Future about clones and marriage and stuff. So stay tuned, Stig.
Yeah.
All right. Nazo always thought there was more between Kenobi and Ventress than Satine.
Yeah, because Satine to me is non-canon.
Yeah.
Because the Clone Wars cartoon contradicts everything in the EU, basically.
Yeah.
And the EU was canon. It followed the movies. So if the Clone Wars cartoon contradicts the EU, it also contradicts the movies.
Yeah.
Which it literally did several times anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't consider the Clone Wars and Satine to be canon.
Okay. And then I like his relationship with Siri Tachi anyways. So all right. So Mr. Dystopian, some clones were used for the Dark Trooper project. Yeah, they were put to use or not, depending on what was going on during the time. So there's a lot of lore or a lot of things to expand upon the clones as they start, transitioning into the Empire. And I think even some clones were still kept to train the stormtroopers as well. So
And the old Dark Troopers were awesome.
yeah, not like how the Mandalorian Dark Troopers, even though those ones are robotic or whatever. That was
Yeah.
very, very cool.
Yeah, I mean, the Mandalorian gets punched by Gina Carano in season 1, and it almost knocks him out. Then he gets punched 30 times by a Dark Trooper, and it does nothing.
Yeah.
Which means Gina Carano punches harder than a Dark Trooper, which means the Dark Troopers are a non-threat.
Yeah.
Almost in Disney canon.
Yeah, you would think because they are, they are electronic basically, that their the force of their punch or the impact of their punch would basically knock the shit out of him.
Yeah, and they punched a door.
Yeah.
A metal door till it got bent, and that is weaker than Gina Carano's punches.
Yeah.
Really?
So then why is she using a blaster and all this to open doors and what have you when she could just punch shit down and just take over like a boss? If you think about it that
way. Yeah, in The Mandalorian, it is canon that Gina Carano can punch metal doors because she punches harder than a Dark Trooper who can punch open a door.
Yeah. All right. So Keck 44 depends on whether you ask the clone for the woman. Oh, about that relationship. Okay. There we go. I thought I had my phone turned off. All right.
That's a hell of a phone.
Yes. All right. Nazo Captain Fordo was the chattest of clones. Yes, he was. And I think he I know he made his he was in Tartakovsky's Clone Wars. So are you familiar with Captain Fordo?
I know the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I still need to review the Clone Wars or Clone Wars Tartakovsky's Clone Wars. So that'd be fun to do a review. All right, Terminus O.G.Starswar. A woman sleeping with all those clones is in a platonic relationship. There you go. Is in a platonic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. All right, so let's get into this next comic here.
She squats the squad.
Oh,
sorry.
Yikes. Oh my God. Yikes. All right. So here we have, and who is this, Stig?
This is Quinlan Vos wearing a disguise.
Yes.
And the other guy is a senator.
Mm-hmm. And look at the color lightsaber he's holding.
Yeah.
So there we go.
It is either red or green, because I happen to be colorblind.
I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like, Stig, I'm testing your vision, color vision right now.
Yeah, look at the color, Stig. Which color do you see? And I'm like, I don't know.
I keep on forgetting. I'm so sorry. So basically, you can only see the blue saber. So if it's red or green, so if it's like a Sith,
if it's red or dark green, I have troubles with. Red, dark green, and brown is problematic.
Okay.
Dark yellow and orange, and purple and dark blue.
Oh, okay.
So it's a shade thing, I think.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know what to call it.
Yes. So whatever color deals with mixture of blue. So if it has any or green. So if it has any green or red mixture inside the color, like purple is made with, the color red and blue, then you're going to have a hard time with it. So any of those two colors and the shades that, are mixed with those colors.
Yeah. So I'm not allowed to be a police officer, pilot, or a captain.
Wow. Yes. And I've learned so much. So, okay. So I went down to San Diego and I got to have a private tour of the bay. So I got to be in a private little plane and we got to fly over the San Diego.
So you got to see it in plain sight.
Yes, yes, got to see it in plain sight. But what was described to me is like when they have the lights at the airports where blinks white and green, that's land, white and blue is sea. So I got to learn a little bit of information about all of that. So yes, so that I understand why you can't be a pilot because of that. So
Yeah, yeah, and at sea though, there's a lot of green and red lanterns and lamps and lights.
yeah,
So
exactly. All right, so this one is very fun, and we were discussing this last night. So I'm going to take a sip real quick if you want to start talking about this one, Steve.
yeah, this is Quinlan and I forget his name. He's one of Dooku's other henchmen. They're on Korriban, which Filoni renamed Morriban because he believed the viewers would have trouble differentiating between Korriban and Coruscant. So he changed it to Morriban. Basically, he thinks his viewers are stupid. So, yeah, this is Korriban, as it was called in the old original lore.
Yeah. Yeah. And so he's retrieving these two are being sent to retrieve the Sith holocron. And
Yeah, it's Darth Undedu's holocron. For those of you who have read the Darth Bane novels, he is mentioned quite a bit in that. He is a Sith that Darth Bane believed managed to cheat death, which means the name Undedu is kind of cheesy and stupid, in my opinion, because, undead, right?
Yeah.
But still, it ties into the Bane novels perfectly. And shows the quality of continuity.
Yeah.
And then they're attacked by Sith hounds.
Yes.
Or one Sith hound. They had big dogs back in the EU.
Yeah, and you learn more about these too as well. I don't recall if you learn, if they're in the excuse me, Bane trilogy, but I know I don't remember or recall. But I know in Fate of the Jedi, they are. And
Yeah. Oh, maybe someone in the chat can confirm this. My memory is fuzzy, but I think when you're on Korriban in maybe both of the KOTOR games, you have to fight Sith hounds.
Yeah.
Because I seem to remember there were Sith hound like-ish creatures in the tomb area on Korriban. So if anyone in the chat can confirm this, if I'm right or wrong, please do.
Yeah, I wish I can help you out with that, but I haven't really gotten to KOTOR yet, like the game. Which would make sense if that's the case, because that's they're native species, and these hounds are trained and made through the Sith alchemy, so that's why they're so dangerous, and they're actually force sensitive as well. And I know Legacy or Fate of the Jedi kind of like fleshes them out a little bit more as well. So they're very interesting creatures, very deadly as well. And so these two are fighting each other because, like I was telling Stieg last night when we were discussing the comics and chat and stuff, is that, these two are basically fighting, for attention of their basically father or Dooku. Whoever gets that holocron to him, is in his favor. So they're basically dueling over that holocron. And so that's what we see.
They're fighting the Sith hound. They're jumping around, falling down. It's complete chaos.
Yes, chaos. You are right. And so here we have Korriban here. We have insight on what it looks like during that time.
Yeah, and I think that statue in the top right corner.
Yeah.
I think that's Marker Ragnos.
Okay.
Who is slightly featured in the Jedi Academy game, because Tavian wants to resurrect Marker Ragnos at Korriban. So you see a lot of statues of him and stuff.
Yeah.
And then she gets possessed by Marco Ragnos and she dies.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I spoiled the ending.
Oh goodness. Let's
Yeah,
see here.
and Quinlan gets to Dooku's ship first, and he kicks the other guy off.
Yeah.
And he's upset when he arrives later on because yeah.
Yeah, because he got beat, and he, like I said, it's like two children fighting for their father's attention. And who gets the holocron to them basically gets his praise and all that. And Dooku is using the Force right here. See, look at his hand surrounded by the blue beam here. So, and his name is Score. The guy's name is Score.
He's lifting him up with the Force.
Yeah.
Before he
saving him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so his name is Score. So the guy that got pushed down and is being saved by Dooku his name is Score here. And let's go ahead and move on here. And what basically, I'm going back. So he's saying that he's becoming rapidly, Vos is becoming, rapidly more reliable. And so he's getting the praise that they both were fighting for. And then we have him meditating because he can't sleep. He has nightmares, of course, with everything that has happened in his life, dealing with his aunt and all of that. He's being haunted. So kind of like with Anakin, he's being haunted as well and stuff. And
he killed his aunt.
Mm-hmm.
She deserved it, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes, there's a lot of people out there, that have fucked up relatives, and so sometimes it's an aunt, and sometimes in life you just have to kill that aunt, and Quinlan did.
Sometimes you just got to put them out of their misery.
Yeah, because they're antagonistic.
And there you go. There you go. All right. So we see him having his dreams here, his vision, his dreams, his nightmare, or whatever you want to call it. His aunt and her crazy, that's like friggin' nightmarish right there. And, of course, Dooku as well. And there's a lot going on because he's supposed to be undercover and, working, for the Jedi. And, so we see a lot of conflict going on in him. So this nightmare vision is his conflicts as well. And lo and behold, she startles him and she almost gets the blade to her chest.
Yeah, and Soul Assassin wants you to zoom in on that chest to see just how close she was to dying from lightsaber. See?
There you go.
That's how close it was. She almost died right in that chest.
Right in that chest. The two bulges that we were talking about.
Yeah.
There you go.
He almost slid the cylinder in between the two bulges, and that would have killed her.
Oh, Lord. That can be thoughts.
What?
Nothing. I'm not saying anything else with that. Okay. All right. So basically, he's didn't he tell her to leave? Yeah. So he's like, you should go elsewhere, because she's not she's in danger because of his conflicts, but she refuses to leave him. So
yeah, she's loyal.
She is very loyal. To a fault, where she could, her life can end because of it, but she chooses to stay.
Yeah, but that's the best girlfriends.
Okay.
Yeah, Quinlan has a good girlfriend.
Yeah, look at her down here. I mean, she's conflicted, and know. So
I bet she makes sandwiches too.
Maybe. I mean, she's keeping him around somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So basically, there we have him viewing the holocron here, and that's Andandu right there, and so they get to review it, and I don't remember this conversation. He says, on Geonosis, I told Master Obi-Wan that I was someone with great influence in the Senate. So basically, that's what Dooku is discussing with Vos. And
yeah, they're talking about the Sith Lord.
Correct. Correct. And Obi-Wan really didn't believe him. He was rather honest with Obi-Wan in that scene. And he's like, just join. Now, did he want him to join him to defeat the Sith?
Well, that's what he said it was, but
Yeah,
he was trying to manipulate him, though.
exactly. So he was telling the truth to a point. It was a certain point of view, I guess you can say. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so let's move on. And so they have further discussion and stuff, and lo and behold, there's a synthetic crystal, Sith crystal, inside the holocron.
Yeah, because back in the day, the color of your lightsaber was just the color of the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to be emo and bend it to your personality.
Yeah, you didn't have to bleed it, like if bleed a crystal for it to be and turn it red, or kill it to turn it red for a Sith. So we have that.
That's actually like a huge plot hole in Disney canon.
Uh-huh.
Because they released, I think it was a comic or a book about Darth Maul.
Yeah.
And we're told in Disney canon, Siths don't make their own lightsabers or something. They just take it from a Jedi that they killed, and then they bleed the lightsaber, and it turns red.
Mm-hmm.
But when Darth Maul kills his first Jedi, he kills him with a lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't have a lightsaber, because the Sith are supposed to kill a Jedi and then bleed the lightsaber to get a lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
In Disney canon, yet he kills one with a lightsaber. So where did he get that lightsaber from if that was the first Jedi he killed?
Yeah. I don't know. It's rather confusing, and probably people who follow Disney, Lucasfilm may have some sort of explanation to give us, but it doesn't make sense. I agree, it doesn't make sense. I like the lore behind the kyber, or the crystals, and the lightsabers, Jedi versus Sith, and how they wield them, how they get the crystals, and how they wield them. Much better understanding and meaning behind it.
I think they talk about it a bit in the KOTOR games, and that one follows the lore big time.
Yeah, that's why everybody loves it so much. That's why it's so popular with people, because there's a lot of continuity that they kept in the game, even though it's like, what if scenarios where sometimes how you play it is not exactly how it happened in the lore. It still stays and maintains continuity with little pieces like, sabers and, Korriban and all that.
Yeah, Kitty Bear makes a good point in the chat. It says, with bleeding a crystal, you mean use the crystal as a tampon? That's literally what it is.
Oh my God.
It's not, it's spot on, and in my opinion, they can take that lightsaber lore and stuff it where the tampon is supposed to go.
Oh Lord, here we go. Yeah. It's ridiculous. I know. I get your guys' analogy. That's kind of funny and sad at the same time. But hey, that's their lore, right? They want to reinvent Star Wars, and they're not doing a very good job about it whatsoever. All right. So let's move on. So we have Quinlan. You want to talk about this one?
Well, he's being sent to kill the Sith Lord.
Yeah.
And he's told it's a senator.
Yeah.
And they go to Coruscant. Mm-hmm. And Quinlan and Colleen are in the disguise.
Yeah.
I believe they meet with is that Bail Organa and Mon Mothma?
Yes. Yes, it is. And I love how Colleen, she still has her fishnet stockings on.
Yeah.
Here.
Probably new stockings, but still.
No, I'm just saying, because that's her style.
Yeah. Maybe she likes them so much she's stocking up on them.
Probably, huh? Yeah. So basically, they discuss, they have, they infiltrate the Senate and are, posing as, as leadership as well. So
Yeah.
You're from Kifu, right? Because that's
Yeah.
basically, yeah. And then they end up discussing basically if his aunt is alive or not as well. So a little
Yeah.
conversation with that. Excuse me. A little conversation with that. And then we have a droid here. What C-3PO. I was like a C-3PO type droid. Like I can't
Yeah.
remember the name.
A protocol droid.
There
You
we go.
see one in episode 1 as well.
Yeah, exactly. And they go there to basically the protocol droids basically are interpreters. So you see a lot of them in the Senate and stuff, and different, like I could say armor, like silver to gold types, and stuff. So I think
Yeah,
that's
it's just the plating.
yeah, exactly.
Color of the plating.
Yeah, yeah. And so we have Palpatine in here now, and basically start talking about it. If you will excuse me a moment, Senator Vientu, I must speak with the General Vos. General Vos, General, I just want you to know how personally distressed I was by the news of from Kifu. So basically, they're still discussing, what had happened with with the leadership from Kifu and stuff.
Yeah, and Senator Viento is the man Voss basically thinks is Darth Sidious.
Yes. Yes. And then we have a master on, spying on the
Master
affair.
Rook,
Mm-hmm.
who I never liked the look of that guy.
Yeah.
He looks stupid. Looks really stupid. He probably drools because his mouth is always semi-open.
Uh-huh.
Looks like a boar, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. That's what I was gonna say after you got done talking, is that he's very boorish.
Yeah, he's like a boar without the snout.
Yeah. And just imagine him fighting or dueling it with, lightsaber battle or whatever. Imagine like his like slobbers, like just when he's swinging his lightsaber and moving around, that everybody's getting covered in slobbers.
Yeah, he'd spread COVID.
There we go. Need to mask him up.
Yeah, give him a what's it called, bib.
Mm-hmm.
Bib
Exactly.
Fortuna.
There we go. Bib Fortuna. There we go. And so
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, Colleen and Quinlan are driving off again
Mm-hmm.
after having met with the senators and basically scouted a bit.
Yeah.
And Master Rook is following them, kind of,
Yeah.
or waiting.
Yep. And here we go. So we see Rook in the background here, and Voss looks like he is knows that he's being trailed or tracked, and he goes into the senator's room, and the alarm or the defense gets triggered, so now he has to move through those beams there.
Yeah, it's basically like what you see in a lot of thief movies.
Yeah.
Laser system.
Yeah, exactly. And then that smell, ozone, and then lightsaber. So he realizes a lightsaber has been ignited, and so he goes in through the window. Check that out. So he uses his lightsaber to bust through the window as Quinlan is killing the senator.
Yeah, and from the picture, it looks like it might be Palpatine, right? Because it looks like him.
Yeah.
A little bit of twist, but it's not him. It's what's his name, Viento.
Yeah. When I first read that, I was like, that can't be Palpatine because we know he's not dead. That looks crazy because of the position here and his hair, and it's like you don't see full color anyways of right there. It's kind of dark. So it kind of is like misleading in a sense, keeps you in suspense, I guess you can say. And then so they start dueling.
And it does like a backhand slash and kills the senator.
Yeah.
Slashes his chest open.
Yeah, that's right there. Because the senator right here, you could still see he's he's still alert
Yeah, it's
right
waking
there.
up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then he kills him. He's down. He's dead. Of course, mouth open, all that.
Yeah.
And so let's move on. And then we have this looks like one of the guards for him.
Yeah,
And then the
it's one
fight.
of the isn't it called the Senate guards?
Mm-hmm.
He's a senator, so he gets one of them or something.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and Voss and Rook fall out the window
Mm-hmm.
towards the
They
grounds. I guess.
Yeah, there's like no, there's not really a ground in Coruscant. I mean, yeah, there is, but there's so many levels up. Coruscant is a crazy planet where if you haven't followed the lore behind it, there's so many levels um before
Yeah,
you even know where the ground is. And once you do realize where the ground is, that's where you have the undercity, the underworld, where there's a lot more crime and stuff going on down there. It's like more savage, I guess you can say, than the upper part of Coruscant, where the Senate and all of them hang out. And so
yeah,
they're go ahead.
and then you have Rook and Quinlan fighting. Rook
Mm-hmm.
thinks Quinlan has turned to the dark side. Quinlan is still undercover, but he is he's been doing some shady things.
Yeah. Yep. And we'll get to that here pretty quick on what the council thinks about that. So there's fight still going on. There's a lot going on. And even though there's like barely any, conversation here, just by looking at the picture, it's you could see exactly, the
Yeah,
picture shares 1,000 words, and stuff
yeah.
without having to
He
be
he force chokes him and then
Mm-hmm.
pushes him off into ongoing traffic.
Yeah.
He gets he gets hit by the car basically and falls
Yeah.
down.
Yep. And there we have it. And so the fight's done. Kayleen and Voss are back together, and it says he doesn't know, he suspect, but he doesn't know. So I think he's talking about baby Doku suspecting who Voss or what's really going on with Voss or not. And he's wrong. I have not gone over to the dark side. Oh, he's talking about he says just deeper in the shadow. So he's probably talking about Rook, probably, my guess, or that's what's being
What?
said here.
No, it's Dooku talking to them.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's move on here. And then so we have the final scene here, and it has a little the end at the bottom here. So basically we find out that, Voss is basically like, I really didn't go the dark side. I'm just going deeper into the shadows. But Yoda is like, he is becoming his very character. So they're
Yeah,
discussing that about
and you have
Quinlan
Rook in
Vos.
the back to tank as well.
Yep.
It
So
looks like Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
he does, huh?
Yeah,
Rah. Yeah. Yeah. So they're talking about how harmful this has been for Voss, mentally and physically, and
yeah,
how
and you have
concerned they are.
Voss's old master Jedi Thome,
Mm-hmm.
who was the one who planned this. Is well, both Windu and Yoda and Thome are starting to lose faith in Quinlan. They think
Yeah.
he's turned dark side.
Exactly. And Thom is like, and Quinn did not kill Karuk, though he obviously could have done so. Masters, we must trust him a little further. Um, and basically there Yoda's basically stating, there is a price that they're gonna pay for doing this to Voss, basically. Because Voss is technically in their hands, and they sent them in. They sent him in. So
Yeah,
whatever happens is is their fate or their fault as well.
Yeah, he was chosen because of his investigative talents, I
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah, he is what you would say is a sentinel.
Yeah,
They
and
go
he
under.
has that. He can touch things and get visions from,
Mhm.
or other memories from things.
Yes, exactly. And is this the last in the series? Oh, what do we have here? So
Yeah, it's
bloodlines.
yeah. This is just well, we've done two.
Yeah. We'll do the next two. We're trying to keep this in chronological order as best as we can. So in every coffee chat, we'll discuss two at a time, unless they're kind of short. Then we'll add three, and so we'll have the next ones coming up here next
Yeah, and
week.
we're skipping the filler stuff.
Yeah, we are. We are. So let's go here. Let's get into the chat here. So Becky Brown, hey girl, how you doing? I wonder if the Disney Lucasfilm even read other novels from their canon.
No,
Who
they don't.
knows?
They obviously don't.
I'm like, who knows? And Stig is like, they obviously don't.
No, I'm,
Um,
I'm I'm even surprised that a lot of them know how to read. To be honest.
oh my God. Kevin Tino, Che, Kyber crystals are not similar to suppositories. Oh goodness gracious! And then sounds like a bloodhound. Let's see here, and make sure to hit that like button. Thank you so much, Soul Assassin. I'm happy, and I hope that you were satisfied with the zooming in on that fate of Colleen.
Oh,
So
to answer Becky, the Dirge stuff is coming up. Dirge has been in a couple of comics already, though, that we've
mhm.
covered.
Yeah,
But there's going to be more,
yeah,
and there's going to be some Grievous stuff too.
yeah. I know. I'm enjoying rediscovering Star Wars through the comics because, like I said, I've never got too into the comics. I was more or less, like novel person. Like I'm just gonna read, the novels kind of deal.
And we've done. This is the fourth omnibus we're doing, and we're nearing the end.
Yeah.
But there's over 30 of them,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so it's not like we don't have material.
Yeah. All right. I'll be right back. Go ahead and keep chatting with the chat.
Okay, I'll take questions from the chat while Alora is doing what Alora does, whatever it is. So ask me Star Wars questions or whatever you want to know. Oh, and we have Jane Theory in the chat, who is one of my favorite bastards from the Game of Thrones stream on Sporking's channel. Well met, good to see you. And we have, I thought I saw Drunk 3PO in there too. Yes, there he is. Hello, Drunk. Hope you're well. Cavatenio Che has a Dirge figure in storage. I am jealous, sir. Very jealous. Galadorn says Dirge was cool until he turns into a pink blob. I agree. I completely agree. He was cool at first and then he got a bit weird. Well, I'm glad you love my point of view of things, Becky Brown. That means you're wise. Drunk 3PO asks, are you in winter in your neck of the woods? Yes, we had a lot of snow a couple of weeks ago, but now it's raining. So we're going to have the joy of that snow turning into ice. Will George R.R. ever finish his Star Wars book? What? Boxers or briefs, Matt Wilkins? Well, I am versatile. That means I put on whatever is clean, and I don't
Well,
think about it anymore.
I'm happy you keep yourself cleaned and changed and well into your hygienes.
And Nathaniel Shea is asking, "Are you still doing a show with Christy?" Well, here's the thing: we recorded the first episode, and
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe Christy has half edited the thing, but
Uh-huh.
she's been having trouble with work and all because COVID and lockdowns and stuff. So it's all in limbo. But you know, harass her about it, and maybe she'll move her ass. Yeah, tell her to move that swamp ass.
Yeah, that swamp ass. Move your swamp ass. Okay, let's see here. You have all kinds of nice questions going on here now. Let's see here. Becky Brown, Stig, what is the weather like in the spring?
Well, it's spring weather. Snow melts and turns more green, and there's more birds arriving, and it's quite
Your
nice.
your snow turns green?
No,
I'm just playing.
yeah, the snow turns greens, and all the leprechauns show up and give you money.
Man. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for holding down the chat in the stream. Thank you. Um,
Yeah, I got you a super sticker.
oh, okay. There's a super sticker.
Yeah, from Jane Theory.
Okay, I didn't, it's not popped up here. I don't see
Oh,
it.
Becky Brown has watched one of my top fives about the
Yeah.
booty fresh spray.
Ah. Oh
Yeah,
crap.
because
You know what?
what?
I was gonna open up the show with one of your videos and I forgot all about it. But anyways, go on.
Yeah, it was on my latest top five. It had a anti swamp ass spray in
Ooh.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that was hilarious. I watched it and I think we reviewed it on Queen's Council as well. So that was fun. So if you guys want to have some good laughs, if you need some laughs or what have you, go review some of his videos. They're fun. And thank
Yeah,
you,
it's
Fury,
like
for your super sticker. Cheers to you with coffee mug. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
yeah, there's like all in all, I think the top five lists are close to 20 now, 20
Mm-hmm.
videos. And to be honest, I run a bit out of steam with those, so it might be quite some time for the till the next one.
Yeah, you don't want to get burned out from it either, because you want to keep the quality.
Yeah,
It's
and
quality over quantity.
yeah, because it's so much quality, right? It's me filming my computer screen with my cell phone and talking shit about five pictures I found.
Yeah.
That's like top of the line quality right there.
Well, it's quality, for you for that right there is, keeping the momentum going and being excited about that. So once you produce a lot, then that excitement and quality and stuff starts going down where you kind of like, okay, I'm done with this for a while. So you want to keep, it fresh, I guess you can say, and something people
Yeah,
look forward to.
yeah. No, I'll just I do one now and again just to have content, really.
Yeah,
'Cause, yeah,
yeah, exactly. So let's see here. Leprechauns, I thought that was Ireland or Scotland.
yeah, but it's because of the wind. The winds of winter blows the leprechauns over to Norway, and they land during the spring. And that's what causes the spring, because they're green, and that turns the land green.
All right. The more you know. No. The more you know. All right, let's see here. Cavantino Che. OG, will you be attending tonight's Queen's Council? Yes, the last couple of Queen's Council I did intend on um participating, and stuff had happened to where I couldn't make it on the stream. But because now I'm not required to do so many stuff before council, sometimes which gets me late the show or I don't make it at all. Basically, I'm quarantined home, so I do have time. And I don't have to worry about running here and there and everywhere on Thursday night. So I'll be there. So it should be fun. It's pajama nights. So all of us are going to be coming online on stream
Oh,
with our pajamas.
oh my! Am I invited?
Lorraine is hosting that. So it's going to be
Hmm.
on Lorena's channel. It is shit, what time is it my time? I should know this already. Well, anyways, I think it's a 6 or 7 my time, but don't quote me on that. I'll retweet the announcement on Twitter. And so come join us. It should be fun. We still have some hilarious things to talk about that that's been put together as well. So come and join us. I don't know what the other ladies will be wearing, but it is a pajama party on Queen's Council. So yeah, so Mr. Viking, if you want to join us, talk with Lorena, and I'm pretty sure you guys can work something out. And come in your best pajamas.
I don't have one.
Come in your best negligee or your Okay, let's see here. Stig, why not do it once every other month?
Do what?
I don't know.
Top 5?
Yeah, maybe that's what she's referring to.
Yeah, I don't know. Isn't that what I've been doing? I don't know. I'll do one when I feel like it. Usually Christy harasses me until I do a new one.
Yeah, because I mean she gets a kick out of them, but they're funny, they're enjoyable. Yeah, it's not your normal PC humor. So if you get offended quickly, then it's not for you.
Yeah, there's not any PC culture in those, no.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, if you get offended by those, then I think you should grow a pair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Becky, yes, Stig, want to see you in pajamas. There you go. Your best pajamas, Stig. Your best pajamas. Kitty Bear, Stig is only allowed if he wears a PJ with the text, I love Swedes. Ooh.
Shove it up your ass. Your mom's a whore.
Pajama stream. Let's see here. And Stig wears robes.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have some bathrobes. I could wear that.
Mm-hmm. Pillow fights on Queen's Council. See, everybody's getting excited. So yes, I'll retweet the information. I don't have it. Let me see if I can pull it up. I know Lorena announced it already. I don't know if I don't think I retweeted it, but I did see it because I was preparing for coffee chat. Let's see here. All right. So Queen's Council tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So that is 6 p.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time. So there you go. So come join us. It should be fun. It's always fun with the ladies. And it's, I need to unwind sometimes and just laugh and joke and stuff. We all do. And that's another reason why I love Stig on here, because, we do get serious and talk about Star Wars, but, we have opportunities to laugh with each other and make jokes and light of things and, entertain you guys as well. All right. Jane Theory, Stig will have a robe and a pipe. Ooh, like a little, who was that? It was a commentator that used to, I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but, oh shit.
But he needs more to go on.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how to best word that, but he was a commentator and he would sit in his chair and wear his robes and have a pipe. And I forgot who it is. It's one of those famous old men who, did like crazy stories or spooky stories and stuff. I can't think of his name. I see the picture in my head. What the hell is his name? Anyways, maybe I'll retweet it later. All right, Becky Brown, Stig should wear a Jedi cloak. Oh,
I don't have a Jedi outfit.
Okay. Kitty Bear, Stig, my mom is a pile of ash.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, it jumped. What happened here? All right, there we go. Exploding candles next Queen's Council. Yeah.
Yeah, Paltrow's watch candles exploded.
Yes, and we're going to be talking and laughing about that shit. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, so you get to hear my opinion among everybody else's. So I will leave my opinion until tonight, but join us. It should be a bunch of laughs. Oh, that's so disgusting and nasty. Oh my God. All right, Soul Assassin, robes for the guy who likes to party and look nice at the same time. He wants to be all pimp like. He wants to, be like he's at the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
But with all kinds of Zeltrons instead. There you go.
Yeah, I want Zeltrons and
And Twi'leks.
Yeah.
Do you prefer Zeltrons over Twi'leks, or are they about the same?
About the same.
Okay. All right, Kevin Tino Che. So that whoever wants to know about that, that's what Stig likes. All right. What Stig does not have a Jedi robe? Oh, no, he doesn't.
No, I have a purple bathrobes.
Okay.
Or morning robes, or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, bathrobe, morning robes. Yeah, robes in general. Thank you so much, Abu Nats, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate anyone that sends, super chat, super stickers, but I appreciate all of you guys in chat no matter what. Every little helps. This money does go towards me collecting and building up my EU original lore novel collection, like especially the comics and stuff right now. So that I make sure, I have a complete collection, because I don't, some of the books I had growing up, I lost over time, from circumstances that I had no control over. So yes, I'm rebuilding my collection up. So every little bit of the super chats or the super sticker does help me afford, like even the comic collections that we've been reviewing here, and Stig knows, me looking for all those collections, he sends me links on, the ones that I need and are, fair enough price. So thank you, Stig. And thank you again for the super chat. Just because you're my pimp and I'm still on the corner getting that money, love ya. Thank you for turning in the money you earned, the $5 super chat.
Yeah. So Obiwan is a $5 hooker?
Apparently.
Because that's what it comes off as.
There we go. He's probably cracking up right now.
He's a hoe.
Oh, Vincent Price. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, I can't remember his name, but it's Vincent Price. Yeah. There we go. Thank you so much.
Vincent Price. He used to do horror movies with Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee.
Yes, and I know there's
Hammer Studios.
Yes.
Which is all kinds of awesome. I know Tauriel and Mara Jade are huge fans of Hammer Studios movies.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to them about that as well. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Vincent Price. And so there's a show that I used to watch with my grandma that, he would be sitting, and I wish I can, if you can remember that show, then let me know. It's been a long, long time. I just remember the scenes of him, and that's it. But he would sit in his library. He has his robe on. He has his pipe, and it's a little series. It was a little series of horror or spooky shows and stuff, and it was pretty cool. There we go. Hell, Becky, hell. So thank you, Abunas, for coming in, and everybody, saying hello as well. So, so with the candle catching fire, does that make Paltrow fire crotch?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's gonna be fun, funny, and hilarious to talk about that. So you guys
do kind of meditate, Lord Vader.
Yeah.
I lay down on my back, close my eyes, and think about things.
There you go. Yeah, meditation doesn't require to be sitting in a certain posture or whatever. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to sit and meditate, so I lay down.
You're like, I'm too lazy for that shit. All right. Price did the Thriller video. Yes, he did. That was another fun one. He, just love him. O.G.Starswar, I can check a bookstore for books and comics if you want. Would like, or if you would like me to, sure. Anybody that would help contribute as well. Stig has been a huge help. I mean, Thank you, you guys. Kevin Tinuche, you have a PO box, OG. I haven't set one up yet, and I haven't gone to the post office to establish one. I was thinking that maybe I will do that here in the near future, and once I do, I will have that in the descriptions and all that, so you guys can know. But you know what? The thing is like that's not a big deal for me. That's probably why I've never done it, and I do appreciate the gratitude and stuff being sent for creating this channel and having this channel to talk nerdy about George Lucas era of Star Wars, and I'm here for you guys on that. That's what this channel's about. So, anything that's given to me or whatever, thank you so much. But, I'm not expecting anything really, only to help you guys maintain your love of Star Wars. I guess that went a little bit mushy there, but that's just how I feel about it. But I may still, like I said, I may do a PO box anyways, just to keep this channel and my platform separate from my personal stuff. So there we go. All right. So let's go ahead and start closing out here. So those of you that are popping on last minute, thank you for stopping by. We will continue on in the series of comics in this storyline here. And again, this is all happening during the Clone Wars. And these are the Republic comics that we're reviewing. And it's been a great pleasure going through all of them so far, and I hope you guys have been enjoying all of the comic reviews that Stig and I have been doing and talking about the lore in general and maybe some news too as well. So Stig, is there anything you want to share or add before we close out?
No.
No.
Can't think of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Sub to Sporking's channel. This,
Okay.
we talk about the Game of Thrones books on Mondays.
Yeah.
So he does good stuff, and yeah.
Okay.
He boosts his subs, and I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Lorena and Christy, sub to them.
Yeah.
I really don't know. It's just I just show up when I'm asked to be on stuff if I'm
Yeah.
awake.
You are a great supporter no matter what. Even if you come into chat or you come onto our streams, co-host, what have you, you're such a good sport about it. And I do appreciate you as well. So yes, so subscribe to those that he mentioned, Lorena, Christie, Sparking, and anyone that you wish to support their YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe and share because we all have different ways of discussing Star Wars or other pop culture, our likes and dislikes and what have you. We all offer
Yeah.
something, a different flavor to the mix, I guess.
Oh,
You can.
sub to Raging Rhino because
Yes,
he's in some bad ways due to COVID lockdowns and stuff.
yes, that's
So
right.
we could really use support these days.
Yes, that's correct. And yeah, so support him greatly right now. We've been seeing a few of our YouTubers have been affected by these closures, lockdowns, what have you, whether it's in the United States or not. We are all affected with what is going on, whether it's physically or mentally or even spiritually. And that could even be living situations like housing situations, what have you. So reach out and do what you can in supporting. And Raging Rhino, does he have a GoFundMe out right now?
I think so.
All right. I think I
Probably on
shared
his
it.
Twitter. But before I forget, Open Airlock Policy has been doing some terrific EU information videos lately.
Yeah.
They're all a 10 out of 10. It's
Mm-hmm.
top notch work. He's fantastic, and he knows more EU than I do, I believe, easily.
Yeah.
So he deserves a lot of subs.
Yeah. So go ahead and I will be uploading a new video finally, my compare and contrast between Thrawn in the new and original lore. And I am recommending you guys to go watch his video about Thrawn and the rumored Heir to the Empire series are show that Disney is rumored to be doing, and he discusses how that it wouldn't fit in their current timeline. And it kind of goes in tandem with what I'm doing with Thrawn in my compare and contrast. So that's why I'm recommending you guys to go watch his video after mine. So that will be in there as well, because they're a great complement to each other. I've learned a lot doing this compare and contrast between the two Thrawns. Thrawn's original name in the new lore is not Mitharon Nurodo. So he wasn't originally Thrawn. He has a different name. So think about that. And he comes from a different planet. So think about that. So that's all I'm going to share. I did share that clip. So go ahead, and once I have it up, I'll announce it, and then go ahead and watch his video as well. And thank you guys for coming in and participating in Coffee Chat. Again, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Again, I do this for you to keep your passion up for original Star Wars content. And thank you again, Stig, for being my wonderful and very sweet and sassy co-pilot for Coffee Chat. He went and got strawberry sodas.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm sweet today.
He's sweet. Yeah, that's the only reason why he's today. Sweet and sassy.
I'm just full of sugar, so.
Yes, sweet and sassy today. So thank you again to my sweet and sassy co-pilot here, Stig Kenobi, as well. And thank you guys for coming in, and thank you for the super chats as well. Everything, like I said, everything helps quite a bit. And listen to him. He's opening another one.
Yeah, and Soul Assassin, I'm not a Swede, you piece of shit.
They really know how to press those buttons on you, don't they?
Well, they know what they're getting if they do, too.
There we go. All right. So we're going to close with that, pissing off the Viking right now. So you guys have a great day. Catch us on Lorena's channel for Queen's Council for some great fun and laughs. And I'll see you guys tonight on Queen's Council. And may you guys have a great day or evening, and may the Force be with you.
Take care and be well, except Soul Assassin who can fuck himself.